in Utah when I was a boy, everybody knew what a downwinder was. We were the anti-nuclear capital of the world. I was an autistic kid. My father was a drafted United States Marine, an incredible man. I come from an incredible family. My uncle stood on Omaha Beach on D-Day. I grew up on a huge ranch out by the lake. He was a beautiful, incredible person. He was at Pendleton, combat ready, and they were human guinea pig. They were marched into the trenches in Nevada. They're called atomic veterans. He nearly died at the blast. Between 1951 and 1968, we had 300 open-air tests. Well, as different scientists started to write about this, Wallace Stegner was at the University of Utah at the time. I got to know him. Edward Abbey was hanging around there. I got to know him. I got to know all these environmentalists, and I was an environmentalist, and it was a passionate, intense subject matter there.
All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. Twin Gate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. Twin Gate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. They'll be calling you a radical. May God have mercy on all of your souls.
Nuclear power was evolving. We were promised, oh, this can't happen.
Well, they'll be calling you a radical. Oh boy, what a few days I've had out there with the artist in the middle of Timbuktu, where the Manhattan Project went amok. Well, not what it went amok, what it started. Wow. It's been a hectic few days. But we need to really talk a lot about the reality of Fukushima and the reality of where the radiation is and the reality of the cancer and the reality of the death that the nuclear cartel is killing you, your family, in the reality, not tomorrow, not yesterday, today, right here, right now. Look, there's a report coming out now in Seattle that they're finding Fukushima radiation. How's it so far up the river? Really? I mean, how ignorant are the masses? These sheep, and here's the problem with all of us. You know, there's so many of us that are aware and have become aware, but the problem is contemporary popular opinion surely is not our friend. Now, we can't live abstractly. This ignorant dogma that the populace did not rise up and did not panic is affecting every single one of us, every one of us. Ignorance truly is not an individual enemy. Ignorance is the enemy of all of us. Others' ignorance it's like, okay, you're driving a car. You're the best driver in the world. Some moron freak crashes in and kills you. That's what popular opinion is doing to us in this country. It's obscene. These bloggers, these vloggers, these keyboard activists that know what the fuck they're talking about. I've had a gut full, every fucking one of them. We have a lot of good keyboard activists out there that know what the fuck they're talking about. They don't listen. I'll tell you what's happened to me. Google's annihilated me. The hackers have gone completely insane on me. Look, my videos now, I had a video the other day that had 54 likes and 4 views. They're not even starting my view count until the video's been up for several hours. It's not getting out to subscribers. It's whatever. Now, is it a bunch of punk asses who's maybe got into the... No, hell no. Google's freaking computer and their robot is so sophisticated and so powerful, you couldn't touch it if you wanted to. I mean, it's outrageous that even they're going to play ball, you know. A couple Russian kids, huh? I guess they didn't learn. You know, it's amazing. We were talking out in Nevada, Ackerman and McCormick and Linda and all of us, these artists. And we were talking about all the pop stars and all the people that were socially conscious in the 70s. Linda and I were really talking. She grew up in Utah like I grew up in Utah, downwinders. We knew the thesis. And I'm like, we talk about Redford. We talk about all these people that came here and claimed they were these anti-nukers. And now they all fucking got a whole bunch of big pile of money and live up on their fucking hill in their mansion. We talk about Springsteen. We talk about all these, socially conscious fucking people who wrote all these great lyrics. These people that come. And Ackerman's like, how is it possible for their minds to just change? This is an emotional thing. This is from the heart. This is from the soul. Their lyrics, their art. They're artists. How can they just turn that off? How is it possible to turn it off? And I'm like, I don't know, but they all did. I says, well, the only thing I can come up logically is that maybe money, and I've had a lot of money. I've been a multimillionaire. I'm a fucking poor, impoverished freak and fighting for my life this intense fucking 3 years that I've been in. I think back on, oh my God. I mean, this 3 years, beyond intense. I'm intense too. I can be. I can be a very calm, logical, rational person too, for the most part. But this 3 years, never have I had intensity like this. How do those guys just turn off their creativity, their soul, their compassion, their feeling, their heart? Does money actually physically change the chemistry of the brain and the heart? The revolution of the heart? Dorothy Day, Martin Luther King, Bobby Kennedy, John Kennedy, all those people that 60s, those people that turned us on and gave us, we were having the revolution of the heart. Dorothy Day, it was happening. It was happening through music, it was happening through poetry, it was happening through culture, it was happening through film. It was the masses. There is nothing on earth that is more powerful than popular opinion. Nothing. It has to be led? Oh yeah, and it was led. It was led by Martin Luther King. It was led by Megan Rice's mom, Madeline Rice. Oh, we still don't even know where Megan's at. Been sentenced, the 18th, she's held in the federal detention center and tortured an 84-year-old nun. I was talking to a German yesterday who actually worked for the cartel, nuclearism, energy solutions. He was out there, supply thing, and believe it or not, even he says, yeah, this whole nuclear thing's got to fucking end. And he works for him. I says, yeah, we need to pivot. And he says, we talked about Megan Rice, and he knew about Megan Rice. And he says, let me tell you something. Where I live, he's a German. Told me all the different places he lived all over Europe. We don't put 84-year-old freaking nuts in prison. We don't care if they killed 85,000 fucking people. We don't care. It doesn't matter what they do. We don't put them in jail. 84-year-old nuns don't go to jail. I says, all they do here, not only here, the ones that are peace activists that don't do anything wrong, that expose other criminals. She was a watchdog, a pacifist. We not only put them, we torture them here. You think that we're fucking, them fucking crazy Russians, they're fighting over Crimea. Oh, God, we got East versus West. That no good Putin, yeah, which he is a no good fucker. Pussy right, they get it. He's the czar, but look at our czars here. Who the fuck are we? Yeah, they incarcerate people. I love the naughty what they had to say. By the way, I've gotten to be pretty good friends with the Femin girls and the Pussy Riot girls. They've got to know them pretty well. I love what she did when she was in jail. She changed. She says she estimated 90% of people that are in jail in Russia never did anything. Anybody that's political operative right now, I'm like, well, what do you think it is here? You think it's any fucking different here? I mean, Snowden, think about CBS gave Snowden the platform. Now, what about that angle? In fact, the person that gave him the platform's probably already been in a secret CIA prison. Probably sitting fucking in the holding detention center next to Megan Rice. Really? This is what, ask Eric Schwartz's family what they did to him. He didn't do anything fucking wrong. Political operative? Yeah, he probably was going to be a political giant at some point, young. Kill him. Michael Hastings. Kill him. I go on. It's the old world order. It's fucking evil. The nuclear fallout that is on you, that is on us. This is the greatest crimes against humanity in human history. And fucking, you don't want to see it. You don't want to understand it because you can't smell it. You can't see it. You can't fucking taste it. Fox News didn't fucking tell you. CNN, what the fuck? I don't, well, you do get told. This populace that listens to this radio show, they know. Oh, they know. This is a post-ignorance army. This is an army of social conscious people. This is an army of people that got souls and hearts. These people that listen to this radio show, that watch my YouTubes, are magnificent. They are giants. They're giants of logic. They're giants of the soul. They are a revolution of the heart. There is no doubt. I've learned about my small little army, our group, these different groups of people that have organized together, the Pussy Riot group, the Femen group, the Plowshares group. I mean, from 25 to 84, both in jail, you know. We get it. This group that listens to, we understand and we get it. We're frustrated. Oh, fuck, yeah. We're frustrated. We're preaching to the choir, not always preaching to the choir. That's what you guys have to understand. We are reaching people. I had a young man call me on the phone the other day, 14 years old, from Boise, Idaho. Boy, he got it. He says, I love you, Kevin. He says, you know, me and my friends, we watch you and we listen to you, and, you know, we understand. And my dad said, you know, he went off about his dad was a chemist. And he says, oh, my dad says, because we asked him about it, and my dad went right to them and says, yeah, that guy's exactly right on the money, and he has been from day one. The radiation, let's talk about this. Poof! Giant explosions 3 years ago. The day that my world was changed, your world was changed. Oh. I'm standing right out here by the pond looking at the ducks and the geese here, this beautiful sunshine day. That I like to do is I stood right there every day. Well, I was standing right out there like we all were, naked. Stark fucking naked. Radiation over the top of that plume. The wind was blowing out at Fukushima, Japan. The NRC, the regurgitators of the FOIA documents, wow, they're so fucking anal and don't get it. Those FOIA documents are grotesquely flawed. They are grotesquely flawed. And why? Because they're conversations between the NRC. The NRC had it so wrong. The NRC is so fucked up. Nuclear rally cheerleaders. Those FOIA documents are flawed. Big time. Big time. Because they had it wrong. It's not fucking concrete information. It's not even abstract. It's flawed. It's a fallacy. The blast blew. On the earthquake, the course cracked. The lies began. Everybody says, oh, it's not even a meltdown, including Gunderson, including fucking Busby, including Helen Caldecott, all these so-called establishment. It's outrageous how they played ball. The media, remember this Walsh on MIT, Sanjay Gupta, Anderson Cooper, they're all over there. The plume fucking blew over the jet stream, and it was massive. It was gigantic. It was horrifically contaminated. Gigantically contaminated. Think about it. Chernobyl, the freaking death and the rain that blast caused. This blast that went in the air that fucking day was so many more times fucking Chernobyl. It was gigantic. The fuel that was in there, the type of fuel that was in there, and all three blew into the atmosphere. It came on. We have RadNet. You know, we were out there in the Nevada test site yesterday at Energy Solutions out there. You got to see the fucking RadNet balloons out there now. The detection devices. Yeah, they have the data. They don't tell us the data. The marine biologists, they have the data. They just don't tell us the data because everybody's played ball because they're fucking in a comfortably numb fucking dogma fucking snuggie thinking they have money. They got shit. They got fucking death coming at them is what they fucking got. It hammered all across the state of Washington. Hammered hard all across the state of Oregon. Hammered the Bay Area of California. Then it came here, just like the weather patterns always come here. And they lodge in the Rocky Mountains on this fucking edge and give us this beautiful Utah snow, these magnificent mountain peaks that I'm staring at right now. Then low, and it caught the radiation and hammered us, which it's biotuning. And as us Utahs, we had 350 open air tests in Nevada. Rained and hammered on us. We all know we used to know what a downwinder was, not now. Everybody forgotten except death, cancer. Plutonium didn't fucking forget. So it hammers over the top of us in a grotesque, hardcore way. Everybody's called to the Situation Room. Gregory Jacko, who's appointed to the head of the Nuclear Rallying Cheerleaders, the Nuclear Regulatory Committee, buys a gift to Harry Reid to block Yucca Mountain. So instead of just putting it in Nevada and Yucca Mountain, we put it in New Mexico and Carlsbad. Oh, it's leaking. Oh, no big deal. You guys are conspiracy theories. I'm no conspiracy theory. The fucking leak alone, my God. Just the fact that there's a leak in there. But Fukushima hammers over us. It's fucking hammering us. So they're all called the Situation Room. The team is developing the plan. The Navy's in there. The Marines are, everybody's in there. Holdren's handed the keys. You can hypothesize. My hypothesis is this. The argument's going on in there. The Navy wants in. That's why the USS Reagan, they have the ability to entomb it. They have the ability. They went in. The Marines, they went in. The argument's in there between John Holdren, the science and technology from Berkeley, the head of the snake, eugenics U. Oh, we fucking got to justify all our funding. Our fucking trillions of dollars a year that we get at Berkeley and the Livermore fucking lab. The nuclear cartel, this grotesque sum of money. Without subsidies, there is no nuclear industry. Never was a nuclear industry. You bitch about the bankers. The fucking subsidies, the buy out, the fucking sell that goes every day, all fucking day to the nuclear cartel. The worst any fucking banker buyout. They have to justify their funding. Obama to Holdren. This is just my hypothesis. Well, what do you think? Well, we have the technology. You've been funded fucking trillions of dollars for years and years and years, for decades. You've said you have cold fusion. You have said nanotechnology. You say you have the technology to handle a fucking nuclear fucking disaster. Do you have it? Do you have it? Yeah, we have it. We have it. So, he trumps the Navy. This is coming from the Navy and the Marines. You got to remember, I'm very, very tight in that Marine family. I'm one of them. I'm head of the Atomic Veterans. My father simplifies as gets. One of the Special Forces Marines, not the support crews that you see in the field, the ones nuked at ground to zero where their tonsils fucking cut out. The secret ones they all fucking mass murdered. Oh yeah, I fought and defended them from day one. So Holdren trumps them. So they developed, and this is a fact. We know this is an hypothesis now. It was reported by the Washington Post reporter, as I reported on September 26th, right before I went to Madeline Rice's dad's place, the Shirtwaist Fire place, Alexander Hamilton's place, and I led my march in Washington Square, which I'll go back and do that again on the 103rd anniversary of the Shirtwaist Fire, as the immoral populace out there doesn't get it. The Bangladesh fucking Shirtwaist Fire 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, the immoral fucking dogma snuggy fucks that this country has become, this world has become. It's individuals. So they developed a 32-team panel. Take care of it. It's ran the fucking dog and pony shows, ran from Berkeley. John Holdren. Oh, is that really that guy? Yeah, that's him. Look him up. The guy that made the bet in the 80s, the eugenics guy, oh yeah, that's him. He's been running this fucking show. So they're over there, on their fucking smoke screen with TEPCO, bringing in the mob. They hire the mob, just like out of the Chernobyl play. They hire the mob to fucking handle the. There's been hundreds of thousands of workers in there behind the scenes. You don't see them. There's all flights. They're all dying. By the thousands are fucking dying, just like they do in Chernobyl. Is it working? No. Whatever they're doing is failing. You could see it in the TEPCO reports. You could see it in the triniums in the wells. You could see it in the wells. You could see it in the plume that reappeared back over the United States in July of 2013, as I reported in dramatic fashion while I was in San Diego at the fucking hearings for the USS Reagan. The plume was all fucking over us again. Then, we had another earthquake in Japan in October 23rd, 24th. Big one. Oh, they're unloading fruit in 4 and in 5 and 6 while you're shiny balls on 4. You Patrick Henry fucks and all you fucking morons out there sitting arguing about 4 fucking. I was talking about fucking 4 being cracked and fucking melting down before a FOIA document come out whether you were still in a fucking crack house. You need to go back to your fucking crack house. Paranoid schizophrenic fucks. Fucking. I was calling it Plumegate. By the way, I own the domains to Plugate, fuck. I was calling it Plumegate on day 3. You sit and try to say, I'm a book. I put, fuck, you better be careful, fuck. You just might get your ass sued. I own the fucking domains to Plugate. I fucking called it Plumegate. I was calling it Newgate when you were still in the crack house. I was talking about it. It was I called it 4 full meltdowns for a fucking month, and everybody attacked me. What are you talking about? It's only 3. And I said, no. 4's got fucking issues going on all over there too. And so now that's all you anal fucks want to pick that up. Oh, please. What a fucking joke. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Oh, I read an NRC document. NRC documents are flawed. Most of them are fucking completely, totally inaccurate. Because they're inaccurate. They don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. They're fucking more. Let's be clear. They recommended the evacuation of Tokyo. Was that the right thing to do? Fuck no. They got that so dead wrong. The wind was blowing out. If they were going to recommend the evacuation, it should have been San Francisco. It should have been Salt Lake City. It should have been fucking Seattle, Washington. It should have been fucking Washington, D.C., New York City, these places that are hammered across the Midwest. Go to Bobby Wan's blog. Bobby Wan has tracked this fucking perfectly. That's what I used to do videos all the time, way back, standing right here, way back. Say, it's much safer to live in Tokyo than it is in Salt Lake City, than it is in San Francisco, than it is in Washington, D.C., than it is in Austin, Texas, than it is in fucking Florida. Much safer. And everybody says, oh, you're crazy. In fact, that Go Like Productions put a video up and he says, God, this guy's got to be fucking crazy saying that. Still true. The wind was blowing out. Oh, we can't have that. So Cal Berkeley's Aaron Monterey is tracking. They've got all the data. The marine biologists got all the data. We know they got all the data. They're funded trillions of dollars. They have the fucking data. Radna has the data. They have the fucking data. They just sequester the fucking data. Now, why do they sequester the data? Well, of course. Oh, we don't want to cause fucking panic. Well, we need some good old-fashioned panic. It's fucking malice on Balco. It's disturbing. It's the greatest crimes against humanity ever. And it's fucking widespread. It's conspiratorial. Got all fucking demographics. It's outrageous. So, finally, I got a whistleblower, but you got to realize in the early days, it was me. I was the only one screaming it was me. Anybody who fucking wanted to get information out was coming to me. Ask Kathy Iwan. She was trapped over there. Who helped lead the shutting down of San Onofre? Ask any of them over there. So I had hundreds and hundreds of emails out of Japan. Everybody that was anybody. Anything that got leaked. I mean, the information was getting leaked out of the corruption on San Onofre. It was coming to me while in critical condition in my hospital room. I was getting information to blow your fucking mind. I had data. I had a whistleblower at Berkeley. Inside. Coming to me. Sending me the data out of the ocean. Sending me the data out of the air and water. Finally, I said, fuck it. I said, I can't read it because I can't verify it. I can't do this. I'll get in trouble. You know, everybody's pressuring me to do it, and I had it. Finally, I said, fuck it. When I read the international study from June of 2011 that got leaked to me that fucking 15 different fucking universities participated in that said 1,000 times background level into the fucking water column. 40 miles out, 300 meters down. The conclusion. In fact, that rat fucking troll fucking can't even participate in that study. 15 University of Arizona participated in that one. So then I read the next one. That the air and water monitor was showing dramatic fucking spikes in fucking Fukushima radiation in places like Sacramento, California, in the dairy, in the milk. I read it. He leaked it to me. The air and water monitoring fucking website at Berkeley, they didn't have it out. Oh, magically, after I read it online, boom, here they start showing up. The data's fucking right there in your fucking face. The data is there. The plume fucking hammered all over the state of Washington. Not to mention you got Hanford leaking into the fucking aquifer. Oh, what the fuck's Hanford? Oh, generational Americans on Balco. What? We paid Bechtel how much to put triple air tanks to protect that? And they just stole the money? And we don't do anything? They come out on TV and admitted they stole it? And admit they did it and we don't do anything? Wow. Yeah, because white-collar crime is legal in this country. Because you're a bunch of not you, not the people that listen to this radio show. Hell no. You are the leaders. You are the freaking people that are going to change the world. No, when I say you, you know who I'm talking about. I mean, it's like a woman says, you need to write this down. I says, no, wait on. This radio show, my blog is for the big kids. And the little kids and the small-minded fucking rat fucking false bravado fucking egotistical fucking morons who call me egotistical when I'm on the opposite of fucking that attack me and fucking go at me fucking like, well, it's pathetic because they're fucking pathetic. Who fucking needs them? Well, we sure don't because they're the problem. We need to lead. We need to lead these masses. We need to fucking wake these fucking sheep up out of their dogma fucking snuggies in an intense way. Wake them fuck up. We need young leaders because this is our lives here. A young man who really follows wrong. He's 20 years old. He's a brilliant young fucking guy at University of Virginia. I talk to him on the phone all the time. Called me the other day. Told me I got a brain tumor. I mean, that's what we're up against. This isn't going to kill. It's killing now dramatically. I got hammered with cancer on day 212 after Fukushima. It's the ironies of these stories will blow your mind. You go into those old videos of mine, all of them. Forever says, "Oh, who gives a fuck who was first?" Wow, that's how fucking stupid people are. It's about fucking seeing it when it happens and reporting it when it happens, like Christina did, like Jan did, like myself did, like a few others did. Doesn't matter how fucking idiot matters. Oh boy, so the tale could be told. And as it's unfolded, I'm not Naomi Wolf. There's a good Freudian slip, Naomi Klein. I'm not Chris Hedges. I'm not saying, I was paid to do this, that, the other thing, and I saw it, and it was unfolding in there, but I refused to report because I protected my money and my career, and then I come out 5-6 years and want to sell books saying, see, I told you, That's what you get. That's what people are doing on Fukushima now. 3 years later, I knew, I'm going to write a book, No, fuck you. No, not with this genre, not with YouTube. YouTube, by the way, so all you guys know, the copyright law in this country that exists, digital copyright, a YouTube video, there's a reason it says publish on there. It falls into the same exact law, to exact same T as literature copyright law. But it's instantaneous publishing. You tag it in there, you click it. That's yours. As soon as it gets one view, that's yours. Just like a book. I was using the one Plumegate on day 3. I mean, look at the one where I do with Pussy and 70 Pussy where I flip in the cards. Newgate, Plumegate, I call it full fucking meltdowns when nobody was even calling it one. I'm going crazy. You people know. Historical accuracy, artistically, philosophically, reality, concrete. Oh, it fucking matters. And fucking historically, not in self-preservation, but it is self-preservation. Let's remember, I'm alive right now, given 2 months to fucking live. You don't think this 3 fucking years, this intense fight. Helen Calico had a video up, Helen's War. Fuck, please. Helen got rich on her. Oh, Helen was a war profiteer. No, if you want to talk a fucking war, I've been in a fucking war. A war from hell. People have no clue what I went through in these fucking times. Fucking 28 months has been so radically intense on me. Took every fucking dime I had, but who gives a fuck about that? The fight to stay alive. The fight, this wolf on my fucking neck fucking chewing on me. In that fucking bone marrow fucking transplant, going through the most radical, hardcore, intense fucking what they did to me in there. I had no chance. I'll write a book about it one day, blow people's minds what fucking leukemia units are like. I invite people to go in. Megan and Melissa, my 2 massage therapists that I had. By the way, if you get leukemia and low platelets, you have to have special massage therapists if they're going to work on you. It has to be all fingertip soft stuff, or you'll bleed to death, literally. It annihilates your fucking platelet count. But, so that's the hallmark of this. You bleed right through your fucking skin in massive fucking blood. It's brutal. But anyway, the treatment, is so ugly and so hardcore and so painful. And so, burn the pigment out of your eyes, the fucking blisters all over your tongue. Went without food and water for fucking months. Shriveled up to fucking nothing. Epic fucking pain to wear no fucking med. Fucking central line hanger, jugular fucking vein. That video I put up today, that painting that Ackerman did of me with the yellow hanging on the tree on the fence. You can go to my YouTube site. Hopefully it's there. Fuck, my YouTube site's a fucking mess right now. They're, not even released. That's the day that I was the sickest, 11/22/11. That's that tree, I got my Oscar the Grouch hat on there. I'm shriveling away and fading away and dying that fucking day. It's so brutal. The pain is so fucking intense. The treatment is so crazy. 22 things are hanging on that tree that day. 22 different fucking things are going into my body and my Hickman line and my jugular simultaneously. And I'm still puking and fucking, still fucking, I mean, so hardcore. This intense battle's been so hardcore, and the sad thing, a lot of kids are going to have to go through it. A lot of young people, they're going through it. So many people die. I've watched so many people fucking die from Fukushima now. The fact of the matter is this. The nuclear fallout is heavy, heavy all over the state of Washington. Heavy, heavy all over Northern California. Heavy here in Utah? Yeah, fucking big time. Wyoming, Idaho, Boise, Idaho, gargantuous. But it's other places than that. It's moved all over. These windstorms are tossed. These little fucking particles can cling on to fucking anything. It really is where the wind blows, where the water flows. They don't go away. The half-life's 24,500 years on unmoxied plutonium. Now you think about that. You guys all know what half-life is. I mean, we try to tell our loved ones, we try to tell our family, we try to think of it. Look, this cover-up's grotesque. It's massive. It's horrific. You know, as I call it, the nuclear triangle, the nuclear vagina, the birth where I was at the last few days. You know, I try to educate through my videos to call awareness these pieces of art of mine, these paintings, these simultaneously published. This is a visual genre. YouTube is a visual genre. Now, you might be watching this video on YouTube and just seeing a screen, you know, because I put these up, but really, it's not radio. This is radio. YouTube is visual literature. It's published. And people treat it like some quirky crackpot bullshit fun little thing. It's not. It's the most serious, amazing, powerful genre in human history. It really is. I mean, to think you can publish something immediately and anybody on any corner of the world can see me. I mean, I have huge viewership in Russia. I get people in Saudi Arabia who call me. I have a lot of people that watch in Egypt, and people every corner of the world, instantaneously. Think about that. You don't have to run it through an editor. You don't have to have a platform via some oligarch's newspaper. You don't have to know Randolph Hearst. You don't have to know the New York Times. You don't have to know Washington Post. You don't have to be fucking nephews of Penguin Publishing. You know, they're all captured. Why do you think there's no fucking good literature at all? It's all fucking captured because it's not. They've made so much fucking wealth over the great conservative movement, Operation Foxconn. They've sucked up 1% wealth so gargantuan, you can't touch their wealth. It's not about making any more money. They don't even give a fuck. It's about wealth protection to them now. And it's not even about their money. This is power and control. All us fucking peasants and serfs because they're royals. They think they're fucking royals. But that's my point about Fukushima. This trumps all of it. It trumps every fucking bit of it. It trumps it because it doesn't matter how much money you have. It does not fucking matter. Everybody says, all these oligarchs, they got all the fucking money, blah, 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 blah. No. They think that. They do think that. Well, my doctors were Steve Jobs' doctors. His arrogance, he was going to live. Bring him more doctors. Bring him more transplants. He fucking died. Was it nuclear fallout that killed him? It was radiation. And I can really dive into his fucking life and why. And he knew. Why do you think he was so militant? You know, he'd play in the garage with those components of Hewlett's, his neighbor. Look where he lived. If you guys don't know about Marin County and you don't know about freaking San Francisco and the radiation, you don't know about Rocketdyne in L.A., you don't know about freaking Rocky Flats, and you don't know about Diablo Canyon, you don't know about the Nevada test site and Wendover, Utah, and Energy Solutions dump site where we were at yesterday, and these places that exist all over. There's no answer for the fucking nuclear waste. That's enough right there. Hello, there's no, the technology team at Berkeley, we can figure it out. Remember this, in October, that's why I went down there and I protested, and that place is creepier than fuck. In October, the head of the cold fusion department at Livermore Lab, which they employ tens of thousands of people, there are reports they got a suicide epidemic going down there. I can see why the place is creepier than fuck. He resigns. In his statement, he says, we need to pivot out of this. It's not working, the cold fusion part. Well, it goes further than that. I'm in D.C. on the request of John Anthony Fairhurst to lead the Million Masked Men March. We're being interviewed by RT. Well, you know, Karen Lanning Lamb come pick me up from Baltimore, save me, because I'm staying with a bunch of fraud, phony pieces of shit, Ralph Nader fucking activists, who are a bunch of dirty, stinky, filthy, fucking hippie, not even dirty, hypocrite pieces of shit who don't do anything. Phony, fraud motherfuckers. Boy, I ever run into one of those fuckers, what they did to me. I'll knock that motherfucker so out he won't even know it hit him. So I'm standing there, and I get a report, RT reports that Ernest Moxie's at Fukushima. Ernest Moxie Fuel, the nuclear cartel, the DOE. So I go over. I says, well, this is the day, November 4th. They're repivoting. You can see it's all failing. Whatever they're doing over there, he's over there. He's reporting back, and they're sanctioned. They're calling all the Japanese executives at TEPCO to the White House. They're going to retool. So I went into the Department of Energy. By the way, that's a creepy fucking place in D.C. The Department of Energy is gigantic. You know, there's a video right there. It threw me out. Of course they threw me fucking out. It dwarfs any other department, of course, except for fucking the Pentagon. We know better than that. But it's second biggest, which they're the same department. You know, all the rest of the departments are teeny and, you know, they're fraudulent as it fucking gets. They're all captured. Every one of them's fucking captured. But it's giant. So we're standing there being interviewed by RT. The kid says, look, here they come. Because I didn't know if they was going to go to the Department of Energy or if they was going to be sanctioned to the White House. They went right into the White House. So he runs over there. He's got his camera. And he videoed them. And sure, I said, they're all Japanese? And yeah, so we were right there. So you could see Ernie was in there. Ernie Moxie Fuel. Gina, MIT. I'm a liar. McCarthy. What can you believe? I'm head of RADNet and it failed. So now she's head of the EPA as Vitters. The confirmation hearing, oppositional party doesn't even show up to the fucking thing. That's the power of the nuclear cartel. Barry let them eat yellow cake. Antoinette. Hillary Westinghouse, Rodham. George Hitler, freaking Prescott, freaking genocide Bush. I mean, we go on and on and on and on. I love, you know, when's the African-American community going to freaking really freak out? Cornell's been trying. The betrayal of Barack Obama to them. I don't think Barack Obama ever seen an African-American person. Really, literally. I don't think he ever even set eyes on one until he was probably 19 years old. He grew up in Hawaii. Upper middle class, bank examiner, grandparents, neoconservative. And by the way, there's another one of mine early in the days. I call him Dick Cheney's cousin. He really is Dick Cheney's eighth cousin. For real. That's Ancestry.com right here. Yeah, that's one thing us Mormons, boy, we know genealogy. He really is. I don't think you ever seen a black person. You know, the African-American community, they backed him so greatly. They stood behind him. He hasn't stood behind them. Boy, has he betrayed them. That's why I call him Uncle Tom Obama. That was Lonnie Clark come up with that. Uncle Tom Media, Uncle Tom Marine Biologist. He betrayed them. He's done nothing for them. He's done the opposite. He's been a weapon to them. He's done nothing for that community. He's done nothing for everything that we have been crushed down for the last 30 years. He's done nothing for nobody. A fraud? Beyond a fraud. Talk about betrayal. You know, Nobel Peace Prize? Really? This guy? This guy who sits around, makes a decision what kids they're going to kill? Oh, let's draw on that one. Well, they got kids with them. So what? Kill them anyway. Wow. You know, just like Cheney and Eldridge and his attorney and Rove and those who sit around, you know, hey, well, we can't go slaughter Fallujah. There's kids there. You know, we're going to go get Saddam's sons. Well, he's got grandchildren in there. 10-year-olds, 8-year-olds, 12-year-olds, 6-year-olds, little babies. Oh, fuck them. Who gives a fuck? That's who these monsters are. These evil fucks are. And we all get tricked and we get betrayed over and over. Skull and crossbones. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yes. Right out of academia, the House of Windsor. Oh, hell yes. Uranium mines. I talk about in my videos, you know, Russia, Japan, United States, the nuclear triangle. Well, the nuclear triangle, what is at the center of the nuclear triangle? Yeah, jolly old England. the House of Windsor. She owns the wealth that be in England owned all the uranium mines. That's what LaRouche and all these people that don't get. You know, Bobby Kennedy Jr. stood up to these fucks. You know, that's why I have some hope, because Caroline is in Japan, and the 50th anniversary of that iconic photo of her at her father's funeral, where was she? Fukushima, Japan. Her father, hardcore anti-nuclear, hardcore. I mean, you read the statements that Martin Luther King said in 1959, anti-nuclear. Wow. That's another thing that's been twisted in this culture about Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King, yeah, civil rights champion, absolutely. But he was picked to lead that movement. They told him, hey, you're the charismatic. That movement wasn't him. He was the leader of that movement. They found him because he's such charisma, but he was much more. There's just as many white people who loved him as black. I mean, he was so loved on so many, because he got it. That dude got it. He didn't just take on civil rights, he took on human rights. Just, why do you think Madeline Rice loved him so much? And then Madeline Rice and her mom and dad, you know, the proteges, all these people, all these human rights, John Kennedy, Bobby Kennedy, all these guys of that era. Eisenhower, I loved him. Because he took on freaking human rights, he took on the nuclear cartel. I mean, he understood how evil it was at a human rights basis. And this is before these things went amok and poured over the top of us. Because of the evilness of usury and the control. The way you're able to threaten people with those things. You think about it. I mean, we all grew up with it. You know, they're trying to, you know, the media's trying to reposture, you know, with the Cold War. The Cold War never ended. Just like colonialism never ended. It never ended. You know, and I love these assholes that captured New World Order. Boy, did they do us somebody. This Savage, Limbaugh, you know, boy, did they you know, they said spewed New Orleans. I think they were all paid. I think they were all CIA political operatives, you know, just like the Canyon. I really do. Boy, did they betray us, because there was nothing new about it. Old world order. It's feudals. They're feudals. You know, and we're serfs and peasants, and it worked. This is the greatest funneled up 1%. Economically, social, and how did they do it? They threaten you with those fucking nuclear weapons. They threaten cultures. They threaten freaking people. They're scary. They're fucking scary, and people should be afraid of them. And so they point them at other countries. They threaten them, and then they go steal their fucking natural resources. The House of Windsor, the United States of fucking King George. That's what we fucking do. That's what our military's evolved into. You know, I was talking to Jim out there, the curator. He's a genius, and we got some videos we'll put up of him. Boy, that guy's a walking textbook out there. They're finding all kinds of new films, new data out there. It was much more than just the practice bombs out there. And I know that. He said, look, he talked about the admiral who ran the entire fleet in World War II. One guy. He says, now we have one admiral for every 1,200 freaking sailors, making $160,000 a year. And you can do that on everything. It's just like marine biologists. You know, I says, we need to go at the USS Minnow and take it on a 3-hour tour. And then, you know, I've been saying that the whole time, because the marine biologists, they don't know how to study the ocean. They don't know how. They're just names and titles. You're a marine biologist at Berkeley, up and down, San Diego State, UCLA, you know, all these they don't know how to study the ocean. They're just name and title and just suck up money. Just like professors all over. Fuck, most of these professors don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. They're just a name and a fucking title. Peer review, the 11 Club. I mean, that's not what fucking PhDs were. Martin Luther King knew that. I know that. That's not what PhDs were. That was never what a PhD was. A PhD and a doctor, they did something dynamic, they did something creative, and they created the fucking PhD, and then they led at academia, and peer review now is a club. They don't teach you anything. They don't know how to study. And then I says, the fucking professor died. And everybody's like, what are you talking about? The professor died. I says, the fucking professor died. The professor from Gilligan Island fucking died this year. These fuckers are pathetic. They don't know how to study the ocean. I mean, it's a path of least resistance. Fuck. I mean, they're making 200,000, 300,000, 150,000, you know, a year, 180,000. The guy right here, Handley, this piece of dog shit fuck, handed a fucking gift because of a football fucking career he had. He makes 160,000. This guy doesn't know a fucking derivative from a fucking balance sheet. It's all hijacked. These people, the marine biologists, they don't know how to study the ocean. They really don't. They walk around here, you know, and they dress up like they're somebody and whatever, and then you have a conversation with all these people, dumber than fucking sticks. That's why we're getting no data. Now, Berkeley and the government, which scientists they hire that do know. It's just like the SEC when I was on Wall Street. The SEC, they'll find some really bright young attorney. The SEC's got him. This guy, he's going to, I learned this when I was going through my divorce, and these guys were trying to read my statements, and I was a derivative trader. And they were so confused, the IRS was so confused, they couldn't even fucking read because they didn't understand the derivative market. They didn't understand the options market. They couldn't figure it out because it's complex. So the SEC knows this. Wall Street knows this. So here's a SEC attorney, the government's, paying him a lot of money. They just go to the elite, the best ones, say, hey, we'll pay you 3 times as much. You don't have to work. Here, we'll just give you money for life. And they got no integrity, so they do it. Same with everything. It's all capture. There's very few bright, dynamic. There's thinkers, but there's not doers. And there's doers, but there's not thinkers. You got to have all of it. And this country was lots of that. Not anymore. So we try to fight back. We can't fight back. Because these agencies are so captured. The people that we're paying huge amount of taxes to, these agencies that we're paying into, not only that they just don't drop the ball, they'll protect, now they're the opposite. They're used as a weapon against the very people that are paying for them. You think about it. We pay for the Nuclear Regulatory Committee. They make a lot of money. Those giant fucking powers, they make a lot of money. The EPA, they make a lot of fucking money. We pay for that. That's taxpayer fucking fun. You think, I love all these guys that are talking about income tax and fucking things. The vast majority of tax is collected through usury taxes. Why do you think they hate solar? Because then you would disconnect your fucking wire, in which most states make that illegal, even if you are, including here. You can't just go fucking freelance on your own. Oh, because then they can't tax you on it. You need to fucking tax the fuck out of these pieces of shit, scumbag corporations, and you teabaggers out there. Oh, no, they say the government hey, you fuckers are the problem. You fuckers are the fucking problem. Y'all gonna get my gun and shoot your ass up there and fucking there. Ain't looking mama's a socialist. You fucking socialist fucking around. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're fucking retarded. Fucking stupid. I'm fucking so sick of them fucking all. They make me say, this is a tariff nation. A guy says, name me one social program in 1776. Yeah, how about the Merchant Marines? How about the U.S. Coast Guard? How about the fucking bond debt that we fucking had? How about the Central fucking Bank? What do you think, wars are free? You think, freedom fucking ain't free, you fucking pathetic fuckers. I fucking had it with them all. It's disgusting. Fucking Apple got 200 billion parked off fucking shores using fucking slaves, and we fucking say, okay, that's okay. No tariff on your good coming in. We placed a fucking tariff on these fucking slave owners just like in 1776. The East India Company. Yeah, what were they making their goods? By slaves. We're like, Hamilton was anti-slave, anti-usury. Nope. Not from just a moral fact. No. Economic. Do you realize if we plop down a fucking 35%, we won't be able to sell our goods abroad. It's for you fucking protections. Yeah, what is it we fucking sell abroad? A little bit of plutonium, some nuclear waste. We, not we. What, you fucking on the board of directors of British Petroleum? You don't own fucking anything 6 inches under the dirt of your fucking house. You don't own the mineral rights of your fucking house. You don't own the fucking water fucking rights. You don't own the air fucking above you. British Petroleum, people like Shell Oil, Halliburton, they own those. They're extracting them and selling profit on the world markets. Benefit, and we don't fucking make them pay royalties. We don't make them pay duties. We don't make them pay taxes to put it back into the fucking people. We will refuse to do that. We don't have a solvent wealth fund. It's outrageous. We put a fucking 35, 40, 50, fucking 25% tariff on these slave goods coming in fucking Walmart. Just Walmart alone. You know how quick the debt would be paid off? You know how quick the dollar would reel in and get fucking strong? You know how fucking quickly the job market would come overnight? Just like it did in 1789. Just like it did in 1791. Just like the fucking Reconstruction. That's how we did it. There was no income tax in this country till fucking 1960. None. Well, we didn't need it. The fuck we didn't. You know how much Reconstruction cost? And another thing, I like all you, fuck France, these fucking words they've been buzzed you with. How do you think we paid for the Revolutionary War? How do you think we paid for the fucking Civil War? How do you think we paid for World War I and World War II? Yeah, we borrowed money. A lot of it from France. Why? Because we had a perfect credit rating. Hamilton was like, we have to have a several bank. We have to have a perfect fucking credit rating. See, we can't have fucking debt. Well, how do you not have debt? You know, We got to have roads. We got to have these giant, grotesque, standing nuclearism armies. That's how you get rid of that fucker. Get rid of the subsidy to the nuclear energy. The subsidy to fucking go to the nuclear cartel. There is no nuclear cartel. It's grotesque. It's gigantic. Tax these fucking monsters who fucking use our roads, use our fucking things, use everything we do, and they don't pay anything in tax. Immoral fucks. You know, think about the EPA. Was it Rice that was head of the EPA? Well, who does she work for now? Apple? You know, what is she naming? She's advising on how to build their fucking different fucking nets around Foxconn. Or they're just fucking slaves. Every company's using slaves in Asia. Well, let's put a tariff on their fucking goods coming in. Morality, socially, philosophically, economically. 0% interest rate? Really? Well, you'll think, oh, fuck. You're going to think, oh, fuck, when we get housing bubble 2.0, because it's going to happen, because this is unsustainable. It is unsustainable. Oh, the dollar's going to crash. Oh, it crashed. Crashed in 2003, 4, 5, and 6. Went from 75 cents to $1.60 a euro. Not going to happen. This Armageddon economic already happened. We're living it. We're living it. Just because you're facading it and rebarring up in your fucking house and fucking acting like it doesn't happen, it happened. You know it fucking happened. Everybody happened. Everybody's fucking leveraged up further on debt. The only difference in the 30s is food stamps. 65 million people on food stamps in this country. And you think, oh, they're just all fucking using this. No, people are using food stamps. It's either that or starved to fucking death. That's how poor, because there are no fucking jobs here. The fucking currency's fucking crashed. 0% interest rate. So, asset class, you're leveraged up to your house. There's 85 million baby boomers, average age of 63 years old. What do you think, the youth's gonna fucking suck up and buy your $400,000 house? You got a fake fucking appraisal on it at $1.3 million when it's really worth $300,000, if that? Nobody wants these big, ugly fucking pieces of dog shit. Poorly fucking built, you know, cheap, shitty fucking labor on them, exploited fucking labor, fake stucco, fake fucking rock, Chinese fucking sheetrock that's got all kinds of fucking, probably dead body parts in it. Another fucking feudal system. Communists in China, not anymore. They're feudals, they're fucking royalty in fucking China. Chinese elites and their fucking peasant slave workforces to the United States. The world's consumption. We make up 3% of the world population, less than 3%. The United States consumes 65%. Consume, obey. Not me. Not me. Well, when your fucking mortgage fucking crashes, you say, oh, God, that's what everybody in California, the California Medical Association comes out and says, oh, no. We need the fish test. Why I was there? Why was there in July this year? They came out. I reported it. No, we need the fish test. And then they back off. They got schooled real fast. What do you want? The truth. They have the data. They know the fucking truth. The radiation's all over California, especially northern, Seattle, Washington. It's all over the United States. Hardcore. They know it. They're like, what? You want your real estate values to collapse? You want your office building, you got appraised at $2.8 million. You want your house, you appraised at $1.4 million. Your little cottage on thing, you appraised at fucking $600,000. Your balance sheet showing fucking $4 million in fucking assets on fucking real estate, when the reality of it, you're fucking lucky to be worth 20%. Remember this, in the 1930s, the deflation event, mortgages lost, real estate values lost 90%, everything across the board. And I like how you guys, we got to peg the currency to the gold. Really? What, gold a finite commodity? Fuck, you know how much gold these fuckers mine right here? Fucking this open, big copper mine a fucking day. The Queen a day. They control that. They got so much fucking gold. It's so grotesque. They do anything they want fucking to it. When it collapses, it's all going to collapse. And who will benefit? The homeless. Better to be homeless. Because you're all the asset class now. Oh, I'm the asset class. Why? Because I have a house. Wow. Because you have a house. It's pretty outrageous. It's pretty crazy, this fallacy. If you told people 20, 15, 30 years ago, as I was a finance guy, finance student, these elite schools that I went to, these old school beautiful professors, these geniuses, they were real PhDs. Not these fucking peer-reviewed false providers. These PhDs, now they're a fucking joke. You told them that we went a 13-year cycle, that Alan Greenspan, the Ayn Rand fucking groupie, that fucking lunatic. You know, and we were talking about Ayn Rand and Salvador Dali's wife. They're both counterculture fucking lunatics from fucking, you know, anti-Stalin, anti-haters, you know. They were fucking clueless and rhymeless economically. You know, Paul Ryan, that little bit. These fuckers, idiots quote them. Wow. 0% interest rate for now for fucking 14 years. They have no tools left. The Fed, you know, and I can really dive into the Fed. One of these days I'll fucking let the cat out of the bag who raised me. Yeah. Wow. The Fed got captured by Greenspan. The Fed has went private, public, back and forth since the central bank wasn't day one. Failed. You know how many times the government's had it? And it's went bankrupt? We went bankrupt in 29. You know how many times private, the pseudo, now, and that's another thing, people, all these families owners, no, they have to report to Congress. They have to report to Congress has control of the Fed. Really does. The Fed can't do anything without that. But how fucked up pathetic is Congress? Representative government? Oh, fuck yeah. I can prove it. This thing's going to collapse again. Unless there's only one other option. One other option. Throw a tariff. But how's that going to clean up fucking? I mean, it will clean us up economically. It will fix the economics if that make your head spin off. But how's that going to clean radioisotopes out of the air? It's not. The new norm? Oh, yeah, they fed it to you. It took 3 years. Gottman called it the new norm. Death via cancer, via nuclear fallout. Oh, smoke some weed, I'll be okay. Yeah, you go for it. You go for it. My 3 years of this intensity that I've done has been so hardcore, me trying to stay alive. Been scared to death of this fucking monster? Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, I've been fighting so hard. My YouTube, my anything, my art. Some artists, they call them their blue periods, their angry periods. This 3 years, my YouTube and my 1,000 videos or whatever, 6, 7, 800 of them that were done these 3 years, I call it my intense period. I'd be glad when this intensity can back off me. I'm getting a little better cancer. I'm tired. I'm burned out. I'm struggled. I'm so broke. I'm so poor. I never lived like this. People don't get it. Half my life struggling just to stay alive. The others trying to fucking, eat on very small money and eat healthy and eat right. Hike, the intensity. Oh my God. I was thinking about it this morning. Wow. Do I appreciate life more than ever? Yeah, well, I always did. I love humanity. I love the landscape. I love the birds. I love the sunshine. I love so much about life, culture. I even like sports. I like college athletics. I love it. I love March Madness. I love so much of these, but that's all been captured and ruined. Everything they've ever had, baseball I used to love, they ruined it. As I've said for years that America, because culture does mirror baseball. Ken Burns got it right the first night. His 10th inning was pathetic, by the way. Well, think about it. The Yankees and all this huge, giant wealth completely ruined sports. Well, it ruined everything. American culture since 1980 to date. Mark McGwire swinging Albert Bell's bat, riding Lance Armstrong's bike. You think about the conspiratorial, that fraud piece of shit, Lance. I wonder if that fuck even had cancer. That piece of shit. I rattle off about that fraud forever. People still believe it. After it's right, he admits it. It was conspiratorial. The CIA participated. The American government participated in it. Like through Cousins, a giant conspiratorial organization. And they admit it and tell you right in your face how it works, and you still don't believe it. Because people, just like my videos, they're a blotter test. They're a fucking blotter test. People see what they want to see. It's called dogma. And all these fuckers are in a dog. Not this army. I know that. Not our group. Not our group that listens to this radio show. Not our group that's been organized, my little post-ignorance army that's been organized across this YouTube. And they're every time. I know they all get it. I love all you guys. You guys are powerhouses. You might even not even know and realize you're a powerhouse of a leader. But you are. The guy stood on the bridge in San Diego and held up Fukushima's here on 3/11/11 in the wind and the cold. The girls did it on I-5 down there. Hung it up on their thing. A bunch of people did them all over. In Hawaii, it was cold. It was freaking, windy, but people did it all over. Leaders. You guys are leaders. A lot of leaders being born right now. Little wolves coming out of the cage. I love all you guys, our little army. I love all you guys. You guys are important to culture and time and our families and our children and future generations. Don't quit. Stay fighting. Stay tuned.